Oh, hello there, bruh. How's it going? Check this out, fam. I got an idea that's pretty lit, bruh. Instead of having avocados on toast, how about we have avocados on garlic bread? Like OMG, like, I can't even. I'm shook. I'm so glad that all those years of discovering myself have finally paid off. This is going to be something that's going to change the world, bruh. Hashtag awesome sauce. Bruh. Hello everyone, Mr. Daydream here. Welcome to the show. Guys, I've got a confession to make. I'm a millennial. Okay, it's not that big of a deal, but according to the news, it is. And it instantly determines what kind of person I am. A self-entitled, lazy, greedy, and careless egomaniac who doesn't have a soul and whose diet consists of avocado toast and selfies. That's not true at all. I'm nothing like that. Why's the news gotta be so mean like that? Okay, seriously though. If you truly believe that all millennials are like that, you're an idiot. Now, I'm not saying that those kinds of people don't exist. I'm pretty sure they do. But if you're going to instantly assume that that's what an entire generation consists of and absolutely nothing else, then we have every right to call you a moron. Don't fall for stereotypes. You're only going to regret it once you get curb stomped by reality. But if there's one thing the news absolutely loves to do, it's to make us hate life even more. This has started the trend of millennials ruining everything apparently, such as products, businesses, or just life itself. What's worse about these news articles is that they can't just simply say that we prefer not to buy a certain product or service. No, they feel the need to say that we're murdering these industries, that we're killing them, like we're a bunch of heartless monsters. Whenever some business begins to show signs of struggle, it's all because of them blasted millennials. I don't understand the constant need to associate millennials with this kind of stuff. Declining product sales and businesses going bankrupt is nothing new. It's happened ever since the creation of economics. Times have changed. What's worked in the past might not work in the future. If your business begins to show signs of struggle, try to fix it. Employ new strategies in order to keep up with the times. Simple as that. What good would it do if you would rather blame a certain generation for ruining your business? It doesn't exactly solve any problems. So because of all this stuff that's been going on, I've decided to make this video. So for this video, I've decided to take a trip to the internet and collect a bunch of news articles that blame millennials for pretty much anything that goes wrong. As a millennial myself, I'm going to explain why millennials chose to behave this way, that there's a sensible and logical reason for our actions, and not because we're a bunch of ruthless troglodytes. Before we begin, I'd like to make clear on 4 things. 1. All of these articles are real. I've made extra sure that they're not part of some parody website such as The Onion. 2. I have read all these articles, so I'm not just judging them from the title alone. 3. This is all my opinion. You don't have to agree with everything I say. 4. I'm not gonna say that millennials are 100% perfect. We do have flaws. Much like any other generation. After all, we're all human. So with all that said, let's check out these news articles and determine if millennials are a bunch of soulless monsters, or they're just being sensible given the situation. Let's begin. Millennials are killing the napkin industry. Okay, this one I can totally understand. It has been a while since I bought napkins myself. The reason? They're just fancier version of paper towels. The only time you would ever use a napkin is if you're eating at a table at home, and that's pretty much it. Paper towels, on the other hand, have so many uses. Cleaning up messes, soaking up spills, wiping away dust, and much more. A napkin's only intended purpose is to wipe your mouth or occasionally blow your nose, while looking fancy. Overall, we prefer paper towels because they're cost efficient and have so many uses. Sure, napkins look nice, but they're just not worth the investment. Besides, there's no point in trying to look fancy when you live in a one-bedroom apartment.
Millennials are killing chains like Buffalo Wild Wings and Applebee's.
Hey, listen. Listen. I got a secret for you, okay? Listen. Did you know that millennials actually care about their health? My biggest problem with dining restaurants such as Chili's and Applebee's is that, besides the salad, there's literally nothing healthy on the menu. Greasy this and deep fried that. It's basically a glorified fast food restaurant when you think about it. Now, don't get me wrong, I love dining restaurants such as Red Robin, but if you want to live a healthy life, it's best that you don't go there too often. Two of the most popular restaurants I've noticed a lot of millennials seem to go to are Chipotle and Panera Bread, which I see as a good thing. People eating healthy foods because they care about their well-being? What's wrong with that? Oh yeah, it's different from the norm. And we can't have that, apparently. How dare those millennials not stuff their face with thousands of calories? They care more about their health than anything else. What selfish beings! The other problem with dining restaurants are the prices. While the food is really good, it adds up really fast. You buy an appetizer, a burger, a side of fries, a drink, and of course you leave a tip. And before you know it, you just spent at least 20 bucks. This is very critical to those who are on a tight budget, like me. So when it comes to eating at a restaurant, I would much rather use that 20 bucks to be able to eat at a fast food restaurant at least 3 times, instead of using it to eat at a dining restaurant just once. That's all you can really do when you live paycheck by paycheck.
Millennials think eating cereal is way too difficult.
If you're baffled by the passive-aggressive title, don't. The article is about how millennials are killing the cereal industry. That's pretty much what it boils down to. So what's with the condescending title? Because sometimes you have to be a grouchy jerkwad to get them clicks, know what I'm saying? Apparently millennials skip eating cereal or just breakfast in general because they don't like having to clean up afterwards. They prefer to eat breakfast that's efficient and ready to eat. Makes sense to me. I don't think the whole having to clean up afterwards is the main reason why millennials choose not to eat cereal. I mean, it's not that hard. You just rinse it in water and put it in the dishwasher, and that's pretty much it. From my experience, and from the experiences I've heard from other millennials, the real reason why we choose not to eat cereal is because we don't always have time for it. Whenever you wake up early in the morning to go to school or work, you don't always have time to pour yourself a bowl of cereal. It just takes too long. Okay, not that long, but yeah, you know, you have to get the bowl, and then you put the cereal in, and then you have to get the milk, and then pour that in, and sometimes there may not be enough milk, and you have to make with what's most, and then, or other times you may have to use water. I hate having to use water. So, yeah, you just have the bowl, and then you have to get a spoon, and then you have to eat it up, and it takes a while to eat the whole thing, you know, and then, yeah, once you're done with it, then you have to, yeah, put it in the sink, or, you know, put it in the dishwasher, or, yeah, just, yeah, see how long it takes. It'd be much more efficient eating a breakfast bar because it's ready to eat. You just unwrap it and then just, and then, yeah, it's done. Why can't all breakfast be that way? Whenever I wake up early for a morning shift, I spend most of my time just trying to get out of bed. Seriously, why is the bed suddenly the most heavenly thing to lay on early in the morning? Anyways, by the time I put on my pants, I'm already 5 minutes late. So if I have to eat cereal, it better not waste any more of my time. The other problem with cereal is that most of them favor sugar over nutritional value. It's especially ridiculous here in America. I mean, look at this. Cereal with marshmallows, chocolate-flavored cereal with chocolate filling, sugar-glazed cereals, and chocolate-flavored cereal with chocolate-flavored marshmallows. Geez, these aren't breakfast items, they're freaking desserts. It's important to start your day with good, nutritional food, not bowls of sugar-loaded sweets. Sure, they may give you energy to start your day, but it'll do more harm than good to your body as time goes on. The only cereal I ever eat nowadays are Wheaties and cornflakes with banana slices. That's pretty much it. Any other cereal should be eaten as a snack. So yeah, candy soup that's literally sugar-coated as breakfast doesn't exactly cut it for me.
Add divorce to the list of things millennials are killing.
What? There's no winning in this, is there? Apparently, millennials have lowered the divorce rate by 18%. Now you may ask yourself, isn't that a good thing? Yes, it is. People having longer lasting relationships? Sounds great to me. So what the heck is all this about? We're still getting the whole millennials are killing treatment, even though we did something good for once? We're just not allowed to make any changes, huh? But you know what really ticks me off about all this? There is no reason for the title to be like this. At all. The article isn't trying to demean or degrade millennials. It's just summarizing a study that's been made on millennials. That's it. No harsh criticism, no gripe, no beef, nothing. Seriously, did the author of this article even realize that there are negative connotations when you put millennials and killing in the same sentence? You could just as easily put,
millennials are lowering the divorce rate.
But I guess that won't guarantee those extra clicks. And see, that's my biggest gripe when it comes to the use of millennials are killing blank in the title. It has now gotten to the point to where it's clickbait worthy.
Well done, millennials. You've officially ruined handshakes for everyone.
Oh my god, this one is so stupid. Ugh. Okay, you know how we've apparently tarnished handshakes forever? Get this. It's because we don't grip firmly enough. I'm not kidding. That's literally what this article is complaining about. So because we have a less firm grip, that's to be shunned upon? According to who? A handshake's a handshake. What difference does it matter? I don't know about you, but I hate it when people grip my hand really hard. It's just unpleasant. It feels like my bones are being dislocated from the inside. Like, what are you doing? Are you trying to break my hand? Are you trying to display some form of dominance? This ain't a wrestling match, mate. Why is such a barbaric method like that praised upon? What's wrong with just gripping the hand gently? You're supposed to treat it like a hand, not a stress ball. And what if it's a woman? Do you think she would like it if you were to grip her hand like a bear trap? Yeah, that sounds like a very gentleman thing to do. Don't be surprised if she doesn't want to talk to you afterwards. Even the article itself says,
sure, nobody wants their bones crushed during a formal greeting, but that's definitely preferable to having your hand lightly caressed by a meek stranger.
What kind of masochist wrote this track? You'd rather have broken bones than having to experience a simple contact between two palms? Ugh. Say what you want about millennials, but at least we're not acting like a bunch of Neanderthals.
How millennials killed J. Crew.
What the heck is J. Crew? Oh, it's another one of those expensive clothing stores. No wonder I've never heard of it. I mean, that may come as a surprise to some of you guys, but I'm not that crazy when it comes to buying clothes, as you can probably tell. I get all my clothes from Target, Walmart, and Goodwill. That's how cheap I am. But hey, as long as the clothes are durable and they look nice, that's all that really matters to me. I don't care if they're designed by some famous clothing designer. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know about this stuff, and I could care less. Ugh. Well, anyways, let's check out more about this website and see what they got, okay? Oh, look, they're having a 70% off sale. Well, gee, I wonder why that is. So yeah, I'm in the men's section and I'm checking out some of the pants, and look at these prices. $98, $79.50, $225. Okay, I'm just gonna stop browsing through this website. I've already lost interest. The interesting thing to note about the article is that it has listed two main reasons why millennials aren't interested in J.Crew. One is that we have access to the internet, and it makes it a lot easier to compare prices with other competing markets, and we just ultimately go with whatever's cheaper. Makes complete sense to me. The other reason why millennials are apparently not interested in J.Crew is that they like to wear clothing that expresses themselves instead of clothing that represents some other brand or business. And you want to know what's really interesting is that the article has stated that J.Crew or whoever's in charge are aware of the problem, but they chose to just ignore it completely. So what the heck? Why are millennials still getting the blame for all of this? How millennials killed J.Crew? More like how J.Crew killed itself. I'm just so sick and tired of this. Even though we have really good reasons not to buy the product and the company itself is too ignorant to get with the times, we're still getting the blame for all of this. And see, this is what I'm talking about. The whole millennials are killing blank has now become a clickbait-worthy title. Just, ugh. Why does the news feed so much on misery and hate?
Millionaire to millennials, stop buying avocado toast if you want to buy a home.
Okay, before I rag on this guy, I have to address something first. What's the deal with people constantly associating millennials with avocado toast? I'm a millennial and I've never heard of such a thing. Where did the concept of avocado toast even come from? Sounds like a vegan hipster product if you ask me. But anyways, this millionaire clearly has more money than brain cells. Because why bother with education when you can use your own head as a piggy bank? Am I right? According to this guy, the real reason why most millennials can't afford to buy a house is because we spend too much money on avocado toast. Really? That's the biggest reason? Avocado toast? Oh, it's not because the prices of houses have gone up so much over the years to the point to where it's outpacing wages. No. It's because of avocados on toast. Ugh. I mean, it is true. Avocados are pricey, but it's not like millennials absolutely have to buy a truckload of them every single week. I mean, geez, they're not laced with cocaine or anything like that. They're just a vegetable. Or is it a fruit? Anyways, I just find it hard to believe that this nonsense even exists. How avocado toast is the main reason why millennials can't afford to buy a home? What's next? Millennials can't afford to go to universities because they're spending too much on deviled eggs? Even if an article like that doesn't exist, don't worry, it probably will be in the near future when these news websites begin to run out of things to blame millennials for. So that's it for now. There's a whole universe of these articles out there. I can't keep up. So this is where I'm going to conclude. Overall, I just hate how millennials are being blamed for everything. This whole millennials are killing blank has now become one of the most obnoxious and overused headlines ever. We're pretty much the scapegoats of generations. Whenever something goes wrong, it's automatically millennials who's at fault. Product sales going low? Blame the millennials. Businesses going bankrupt? Blame the millennials. You spill coffee all over your favorite shirt? Blame the millennials. Alien invasion? Well, aliens. Who are probably classified as millennials on their own planet. Millennialians. The thing that infuriates me the most about these articles is how they're going as far as to say that we're killing these industries. That's an unnecessarily harsh way of putting it like that. Why can't you just say something like,
millennials aren't interested in certain product. Sales are dropping.
But no, these news websites feel the need to degrade and guilt trip an entire generation as much as possible, all because we have different preferences and interests. Well, excuse me for just being me. Everything changes. The economy, products, politics, technology, housing, and more. It affects how we live our lives, thus affecting our choices, our desires, and our future. This new environment is shaping our lifestyle, so should it really come as a surprise to hear that we're different from the generations before? Like, what do you expect? When it comes to running a business, it's important to keep up with the times in order to remain relevant for years to come. If your business is failing to capture the interest of a certain generation, you can blame them all you want, but it's not going to fix anything. And in the end, who's really at fault? A certain generation for having different tastes and preferences, or the stubborn person who refuses to make changes in order to stay in business? Exactly. And for some reason, all these news websites seem to favor the stubborn person who refuses to get with the times. They don't like change. Well, guess what? Whether you like it or not, change is inevitable. Deal with it. Basically, these news websites are the embodiment of this.
I don't want change! I don't want change! Everything has to stay the same!
Millennials are different, much like how any other generation is different, but in the end, we're all human, and that's what matters the most. So let's all try to get along, okay? We've already got enough problems in this world as it is, such as pollution. Pollution is extremely harmful to this world we live on. Have you ever heard of Garbage Island? Don't you think that's a problem that's far more important to address? But no, instead, these news websites would much rather focus on blaming millennials for ruining the yodeling pickle industry. So thank you very much for attending today, and I hope to see you again. And remember to get along. So please, grab a ticket and join me next time. Admission is free. Take care, and have a nice day. Dang, bruh. Man, this whole being a stereotypical millennial is quite difficult, actually.